7 questions of the session, chopped it up with Chris Caddy.
I'm gonna need me a stocker. I'm gonna need me a stocker. Goddamn, see that ass for the you see that BBL? Nigga say it was hot, goddamn. Put on his heart, goddamn that BBL.
Oh man,
goddamn. Yeah, I'm lucky lefty, right jab coming swiftly over the top of your left hand. Like, did you miss me? Stepped over your left foot like I was 50. I whoop your head, boy, trying to go against me. My right foot on the outside.
Man. You are now watching 7 Questions in a Session. Today I got the Below the Belt Boxing Broadcast in the building. My boy Adam, Big Rule, man. And you already know we finna get into this interview. First thing first, go follow our sponsors, Billionaire Hemp Wraps. Treat your lungs better. Spray 420, best cardioderizer out here. And 8 off the bone, men's and female oils. Come get you some so you can get you some. Appreciate y'all for coming on the show, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Long time coming, too.
Hell yeah, we've been supposed to do this,
man. Long time coming, man. Yes, sir. We gotta get you on ours, too.
I come talk some shit. I don't know, like, the ins and outs about boxing. I just like watching the shit.
Just come watch the fight.
Yeah.
A bunch of shit.
But I definitely come talk some shit.
You ain't got to watch about boxing.
You can come to a fight with us, too.
Hey, I come talk some shit, though.
Yes,
Good shit. I meant to come to Dre fight, bro.
Yeah,
that would have been what's happening. That's really where it's at. The live fights, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really where it's at. Come there, talk some shit, get on there, you know what I mean? You know, just do your opinion like you would, like you watching TV or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
And how you be sitting there watching the fight with your guys and shit. Like, before you know it, you doing the same thing, but it's right in front of your face and shit. That's almost damn near the best way to do it. And shit.
I always say a live fight is different.
Yeah, for sure. It is different, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't experience that shit either, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
It's the sounds, you know what I'm saying? It's the crowd, it's everything, you know what I'm saying?
Get close up, you get some sweat on you.
Yeah,
a little bit of blood.
I was blessed enough to see this nigga fight.
Yes, sir. The first fight.
You seen him fight once, huh?
Yeah, fucking on Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What was it called?
At the Polish Shrine Center.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what's happening.
When I fought Omar what's his name? Omar Bearfield. Shout out to you, man.
Your pro fight?
Man. Yeah, the first one.
Oh, he was at the pro fight.
Yeah, when he was there, everybody was there, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, I was in there motherfucking yelling and shit.
Hell yeah.
Me too.
I was in there yelling like a motherfucker.
It was crazy.
The chick behind me was like, what she said? She was like, damn. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, that's my motherfucking brother in there and shit. And yeah. She like, damn, why don't you train him or some shit she said. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
I said, bitch, I did.
Your goddamn business and shit. Like, low-key, I did.
Yeah, for real.
All right, bro. So the first question I always ask everybody, bro. So, like, how did the name come about for the podcast, bro?
The name, we went through a few names, man, because how everything started, Big Rue, he started off an app called Marco Polo. And then it's more of us. It's like everybody from the gym that we from, the whole crew. It's like 10 of us. So we just, in there just congregating and everything like that, talking boxing, talk about everything. And then Mr. Blueprint, Big Blue, shout out to Blue, he couldn't make it. He was the one that was actually like, man, we should make this a podcast. And then from there, we just, got everything into fruition. Then different names, we threw out different names, man, threw out different names and everything like that. And then one day I just said Below the Belt Boxing, and motherfuckers was like, that's cool. Hell yeah. Then a broadcast came a little bit later. It just was added on. So that's how we ended up getting it. Because, it's not a podcast, it's a broadcast. With your broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what it is, man. And
it helped too to differentiate from another Below the Belt that was out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's another one out there, so you know what I mean? It was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you put the broadcast on there and shit, that shit was damn near. That shit was really genius, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga ain't giving himself enough credit either. Like, he came up with a lot of the shit. He came up with the theme. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had the app. I got everybody on the app and shit. And I said, like, yeah, it'd be dope to have a podcast and shit. Blue started, like, doing some podcast shit. But, like, Adam, like, got the equipment. You know what I'm saying? He put everything in motion. Like, this is really his brain trust. This is his baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like I'm just along for the ride and shit. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga, then he really put the plan in motion 100%. Like, Like all, you know what I'm saying? Like all praises go to my nigga for this shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't get enough props for that shit. He always like he throw it off like, yeah, we all did this. Bro put it together. You know what I'm saying? And it's been, you know, all the fucking shit online, bro. Do all that shit. He get all the fucking, you know what I mean?
Hey, I had to call him, ask some advice. Was like, man, I'm running out of storage. What the fuck?
That should be some bullshit, don't it? That should be some bullshit.
Hey, man, what the fuck?
Yo, that was a big problem earlier.
I mean, because you all dealing with 1G too, and especially in the beginning, 1G was like really like, you know what I mean. Our brother One, he, you know, I don't know where One at right now, but you know what I'm saying. I hope he's doing good.
We need to put in the where's One.
I hope he's doing good, but like One was like really like big and too like in the beginning on you know what I'm saying, social media, shit like that, getting shit, you know, put out. You know what I mean. So I just want to put that out there too, man.
Sure. Shout out to 1G, man.
One was big in that shit too.
Why don't y'all show some love to everybody who are part of the show, bro?
Hey, man, 1G all day, every day, man. Big Blue, Mr. Blueprint, shout out. Big Rue, man, you know what I mean? Adam Pappy, nobody calls me Pappy. But if you want to call me Pappy, go ahead, call me Pappy. And that's Below the Belt Boxing and Broadcast, man. That's the crew, man. Look for us on YouTube, all podcasting platforms, man. You know, give it up for some real players.
Real players, man. We man. Nigga, keep it G all day. You know what I'm saying? Keep it G all day, man. And you know, we get on there, man, just have fun. You know what I mean? Like niggas just have a good ass time, man.
I got that wrote down here, like, bro. It seemed like y'all be enjoying the fuck out y'all.
Yeah, we do be having fun like a motherfucker, like especially with the special guests and shit. We just talking about it, like we have special guests sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got comedian homies, you know what I'm saying? We got all kind of homeboys that do all kind of shit.
But shout out
rapping
to
homies.
Shout out to Sparky. Shout out to Watching I Give a Damn podcast, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, seven questions in a session. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Slick Talk with Scales, man. Everybody, man. Milwaukee, man, it's a gym, bro.
I just had Scales on here 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, good dude, bro. Good dude, man.
How that shit go?
It was a dope interview, man. Because like the first time I interviewed him a couple of years ago, it was more so about his podcast at the time that he had with Scales. I mean, Spoiled. But this time it was more so about the managing shit because he's starting to manage artists now.
He is now, yeah.
So like we kind of more so went off into that and like club promotion shit. So
yeah, dope. I saw him mention something recently about some Rock Nation.
Yeah, he got his youngest artist, My Peace. He signed up over there.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Niggas doing
man. Shout out to them.
Niggas making moves, man.
Yeah, Milwaukee, man. It's different, man.
Man, how is it being able to be at every fight here, bro? Like that y'all get to be ringside and show y'all opinion about what's going on, bro. Like, I feel like, bro, that's some cold-blooded shit right there.
It's a blessing, bro. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I've been a boxing fan my whole life. Like, that's my favorite sport, always has been, always will. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that, other than, like, being in the ring, one of the things I always, like, imagine I'd be able to do other than training and being in the ring was like commentate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to actually like be there and to have my opinion heard by, you know, I don't give a fuck if it's 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to have my opinion heard and have people listen to my opinion, man, that's just a blessing, dog. It's low-key a dream for me. Like, everyone we go to, I'm like, I can't believe this shit. Like this shit, I don't give a fuck. And dude, the crowds be crazy. Like we don't, like the crowds be wild,
crazy.
When we go up to Green Bay and shit, like the crowds be crazy.
Just Native Americans, man. They be getting down, bro. They be getting down. It was crazy about that. Even like that was something that was stumbled upon across the journey. You know what I mean? Like that's nothing that we planned on. You know what I mean? We didn't plan on that. We ended up getting a call. And shout out to Coach Dre, Andre Sawyer from Conflict Sports, man, on 38th and Final Act. If you want to get your kids or yourself, man, this is some boxing, man, go to Conflict Sports on 38th and Final Act. He put in a call for somebody. No, that's the second one. Shout out to him, too. Mr. Upset, Antoine Ellerson, local veteran boxer, man.
Mr. Upset.
Shout out to Mr. Upset, man. You know, hyenas eat lions, all that. Whatever his name is. He got a lot of nicknames.
He got a couple of them.
But he ended up putting the call to Skylar Thompson. And shout out to Skylar Thompson, too. He's a promoter, a ring announcer and everything. He had a fight in Green Bay, and Mr. Upset was fighting on Green Bay. He was like, man, you trying to commentate? I'm like, nigga, hell yeah.
We trying to commentate.
Who's at the Tank Davis fight?
Because what was that, Lex?
At Lux on Thursday.
Lux, he was on Lux. You know what I'm saying? We was at Lux going live and shit. He's like, man, y'all should commentate. He put the word in, you know what I mean? And then shit, we was there, next weekend?
That's
I don't even think, did he fight? I don't even think he fought that one. He didn't even fight that one, you know what I'm saying?
His opponent ducked out.
Yeah. His opponent ducked out and shit. But like, dog, that's how that shit got him.
Yeah, like, there wasn't even nothing in the vision.
I kind of want both of y'all to like give y'all reason why like people should tune into y'all show during the fight instead of like actually, you know, like watching it on TV. Like why y'all think people should tune into the show?
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
I'm saying shit.
Go ahead, hit that motherfucker. I think you should tune in for us, man, because like it's not only coming from a fan's perspective. We actually were in the ring and we're actually successful. On like, I mean, not like a national. I mean, not even a national level as well, but not like, you know, like a big stage and everything. Because there's so many boxers in the world. But you know, we got the in-ring experience. We are fans, and man, we give y'all a calculated assessment of what we're seeing, as well from a fan's perspective. Like, man, fuck all that shit. Nigga, I'm going with him. I know he may lose. But nigga, I'm rocking with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder or all that shit. You know, we knew Deontay Wilder was going to lose to Tyson Fury. But nigga, we rock with that shit. So I think, and then we also bring a certain excitement as well.
We know? I don't really want to get into that
shit. I forgot which one I was watching. It probably was that one. I was watching the episode. I remember I hit you afterwards, like, dog. Y'all was going crazy. If I'm not mistaken, y'all had a female in there with y'all once.
Yep, a couple times,
yeah. J Love was the one.
Yeah, J Love was one. Shout out to J Love for sure. We had Shay, and then we had my wife. You know what I'm saying? So those have been the three women that we've had on the podcast as well. And that's always a good vibe too.
That's always a good vibe.
You know, because you know the women and they bring a different perspective as well. Because like you know, a lot of women they look at a motherfucker, oh, he fine, I want to go for him. But like the women that we have on, they actually be like,
hey, that's how they do. That's how most women deal with sports.
Yeah, Tyson Fury ain't got no fans with no.
Not a one.
But then he can get box his ass.
Like fucking him, tall, big ass.
When it comes to Milwaukee, bro, how do y'all feel the state of boxing is, bro?
Can I just go back to just to answer the last question though, because you know what I'm saying. I just want to say I don't really want people to not watch the fight. I want them to watch the fight but listen to us.
Yeah.
I damn near want motherfuckers to do it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's dope.
Like instead of listening to the commentary on the TV, they listening to Below the Belt Boxing, and we all doing it together. We following it together. That's what I want them to do. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole like vision of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people do it, but you know what I'm saying? My vision is that they on Facebook, they got the fight on, or YouTube, they got the fight on, and they listening to what we got to say about the fight.
As well, yeah.
Round by round, and participating. You know what I'm saying? Because I say it all the time, man. What y'all got? What y'all got? How y'all see it? How y'all saw that round? You know what I'm saying? So that's just going back to that, man. That's how I envision it and wish it would, you know, hopefully to go. You know what I mean?
I'll edit that part out there. That when I'll ask the question. All right, so, bro, when it comes to Milwaukee, bro, how do y'all feel the state of boxing is, bro?
I think the state of boxing in Milwaukee is so low-key. I think it's always been there, but I think recently now it's kind of exploding a little bit. I think everybody been laying their eggs throughout, like even since the 80s with like Tyrone Trice, with Gerald McCullum, with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these fighters, Lyle McDowell, you know, a lot of these guys, they've been there. And even Donnie Pendleton, you know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah.
Donnie Pendleton he's from Mississippi, but he's born in Mississippi, but he's from here.
From Mississippi, but he came up in Chicago, like outskirts of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, his boxing roots are here. You know what I mean? But Yeah, I don't want to cut you. I'm just
no, because you know more about Donnie than I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, Donnie was my trainer for a while, man, and like one of the top trainers. I mean, he fought a bunch of motherfuckers. Like he
records.
fought a bunch,
Guinness World Records.
He fought a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying?
Like 300 fights.
Like everybody know Donnie. Everybody know Donnie. You know what I'm saying? He's just that type of dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he
like that. Yeah, in boxing and martial arts, this nigga don't know karate like that, but he'll do it. Are we fighting? This nigga done came to the weigh-in. I'm sorry to cut you off. This nigga done came into the weigh-in one time with the fighter that he was with, and then some other fighter, you know what I'm saying, dropped out the fight. And like, anybody want to fight? This nigga been drinking and everything. He's like, shit, I'll fight.
I think that's kind of how he fought John Pascal too.
Absolutely.
He was in Canada. He was in the audience and shit. And then John Pascal, who is like the former was he undisputed?
Like heavyweight. He wasn't undisputed, but he was unified.
Yeah, he was unified champion.
He was a champion
at one point. And Dunny was in the audience, and I think John Pascal's opponent had dropped out and couldn't make it. And Dunny put on some trunks and went in there and fought John Pascal, bro. And you can look it up. Look up John Pascal against Dunny Middleton. And John Pascal, that nigga with a body shot set. That nigga. And Dunny took a knee. He was like, yeah, this is where my check. Where's the check at? No.
This was fun, but pay me.
Yeah.
To even piggyback off of that again, Milwaukee boxing is at a great stage. So now we got some really talented fighters from here, man. We have Prince Zilla, aka David Moore. We have Luis Cuba Aries. We have Luis Feliciano. We have Angelo Buchanan. We have Javier Martinez. Nano. We have Javier.
Yeah, it's so many.
Javier Zamaroon. We have Blancas. We have Blancas. We have so many fighters here.
I mean, there's so many.
Andre Sherrod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Andre,
knocked the nigga down with the first punch of the fight. After not fighting for years. Come on, man. He's been in the likes with he's beat Adrian Broner. He's beat Danny Garcia. He's beat a lot of these guys that we see on TV. You know what I mean? Just life sometimes, you know what I mean?
It's always,
bro. But Milwaukee's great right now.
And you all the names, Adam way better than that to me, remembering everybody. But what I would say is that the live fights in the city that you won't know unless you know somebody. You gotta know somebody to know somebody. Yeah. But these fights are cracking.
Yeah.
Low key, it'll be a Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? Nothing, motherfucker, what you gonna, dog, you can go to a random fight. They're all over the place. Harley Davidson Museum.
Yeah, we had one last week at Turner Hall.
Turner Hall.
We got the call for a couple days before. I was still on my, I got married. And then they called us hey, can you do a fight in 2 days? I'm like, shit, nigga, let me take this motherfucking suit off, nigga. Superman. And, you know what I'm saying?
What he really said was, let me see if my baby says so.
The lady says
that's what he really said. Right. He's like, I'm gonna see if it's all right with baby first. If it's all right with her, I might be there. If it's all right with her, that's really what he said.
Real quick,
bro.
Shout out to
let me I got gifts, man. I got gifts, Caddy Chris, man, my motherfucking brother, man. We got some below the belt boxing hats. You know what I'm saying, right here for you, man.
Appreciate it. One I'm wearing and one I'm putting right here. So every episode they're gonna see it.
Yes, sir, man. My motherfucking whoa.
Right there with all the smoke.
Hey, and I want to say something too. A lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying, still slang and shit. This nigga been saying whoa since 1999. Everybody saying that shit now. This nigga was the creator of whoa.
If I was smart, I would have copywritten that shit.
Man, you would have been a million. You would have been a
whoa.
He was saying whoa, oh, that's my whoa.
I was in middle school because I grew up listening to No Limit, and they used to always say whoa.
Yeah.
So just trying to be different, I just started saying whoa.
And he stuck to it. I remember when this nigga first said this shit, I'm like, that's good. And then a couple days after a week, I'm like, okay, shit.
Crazy.
Yeah. Bro. Drake would have been all new money.
I thought about that too. Bro. I swear, when he said that in that song, I thought about that shit too. Like, damn, I
For real.
fucked up.
It's hard too.
I fucked up.
You always wonder where the fuck some shit come from.
Yeah,
Right, that's
like
crazy.
some origins and shit. Shit get around. Man.
I fucked up, but that's crazy that he noticed that because I sure thought about that when this shit came on, man. Best fight out of the state this year that y'all actually been to or
here? Oh, I would say Breon Carothers versus Wesley Rivers when we were at the Harley Davidson Center.
Okay.
And because Breon Carothers, he's from Racine. And Wesley Rivers is from Grand Rapids in Michigan.
He was from Michigan.
Yeah, and Breon is a highly touted national, champion from from over here and everything like that, undefeated and all that.
But they both came deep, right?
They both came deep.
And you know what I mean? It was like it was a co-main event or some shit like that. Maybe the third to last fight. It was some good fights that night.
Because Javier Zamaroon was the main event.
But yeah, man, they were, they both had some real decent hands. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they both had some good decent boxing skills. And it got to a point where like Racine was like, you know what I'm saying? Like they was screaming they shit, and then hometown was screaming they shit. And
they even got into it at the weigh-ins too. They got into it pretty much in the weigh-ins and all that.
It was a lot of bad blood between those two.
They sold it right, huh?
Yeah, and it was real. It was real.
Breon got dropped that fight too. He got dropped.
It was real. And then he got back up and did his thing. And he and then after the fight, the niggas like shook hands and shit.
They part of the same promotional company now.
Oh, really?
That fight, they signed Wesley Rivers. Boxers Make Boxing. Shout out to Boxers Make Boxing as well,
shout out to them, bro.
And shout out to Skylar Thompson because y'all been doing a lot of good things for us, man. We really appreciate y'all for it.
Shout out to Skylar, bro.
Man. Y'all did
shout out to that haircut too. I did. I mean, I like the curls. I really like the curls.
He had that Luther curl.
I really like the curls, but bro, when
chair is still a chair.
Yo, this is Caddy Chris, man. This is a quick break from this interview to let y'all know to please subscribe, like the channel, man. Tell your people to follow. Tell your girl to follow. Tell your mans to follow, man. Get us some subscribers. Get us some followers. Share an interview. Yeah, right here. You see it, 7 questions in a session. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can follow my personal page at Caddy CEO_Chris. Follow the channel. 7 questions in a session. Back to this interview.
Yeah, he had that GD finger curl.
You got the pink rollers in that motherfucker. Shit, I got the pink rollers. S curls.
Big Sky.
What was the best? I asked y'all about the best Milwaukee fight this year, but I'm gonna say in the last 5 years, what was the best professional fight to y'all? I say 5 years because obviously we don't get too many during the year like the big name fights.
Yo, this nigga got some good ass questions,
That's
bro.
some good ass questions.
I mean, these questions are amazing. I gotta give it to you.
Yeah,
some good ass questions.
Hey, Caddy Chris.
No bullshit.
Caddy Chris.
I used to be a rapper. I done turned into a media
He's
man.
still a rapper, man. He's still a rapper. Nigga named Caddy Chris. They don't get no more rapper than that, nigga.
What kind of
nigga,
caddy with the North Star?
I'm Ultimate Adam.
You a caddy with the North Star engine.
Nigga, I'm Ultimate Adam right now, nigga.
My first Cadillac had the motherfucking the 4100 engine in it. The motherfucking plastic piece of shit.
You ain't go back.
I ain't never bought another one of those.
Motherfucking North Star, my last caddy and shit. Whapped ass head gaskets and shit. Motherfuckers overheat.
Man.
That motherfucker was pretty in the bitch, overeating like a motherfucker. Dog, remember the flood? You remember the flood in Milwaukee?
Dog, in like 2011.
We was in my caddy. Were we in my caddy that day?
Yeah, that's a 2010, 2011, yeah.
Yo, nigga, it was flooding like a motherfucker out that bitch.
I know I stayed over there on Birdlight. I was like, bet, I ain't got to deal with none of that. But I saw it. It was like big sinkholes and shit. But let's get back to this boxing.
That's how I know we all floating.
Let's
get back to
this boxing shit.
My
the
bad.
best
I do that
fucking
every
fights of
now
the
and then,
last
shit.
5 years. Shit. Damn. Off top, let me see, because we had damn. I'm gonna just go with the last year because boxing in 2023 has been the best in a long time. in a long time. The best in the last 5 years, I should say. So I would say
maybe definitely the best of my like adulthood. Yeah. I would say, you know what I'm saying. Even before that, like it's been the best, bro. Yeah. I don't know, like, you know. I mean, I'm older than y'all, but like, you know what I'm saying. Like I kind of saw like the. You know, the Tommy Hearns and
so your standard was higher.
Marvin Hagler.
You saw like Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, Jack Johnson.
I did see him though. With both eyes.
Fuck you, nigga.
I saw them with both. Hey, that's very clear.
How your eyes
those eyes are pretty.
How your eyes now? So that goddamn girl right there, boy. That goddamn girl right there. Oh, man. You go to the grocery store with a basket full of groceries and don't shop. Just look at that girl right there. Goddamn it. No, but the best fight I would say, Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor last year. I'm just gonna put this away. Who's facing? Who's facing? I'm gonna need me a stocker. I'm gonna need me a stocker. Goddamn, see that ass for the. You see that BBL? Nigga say it was hot. Goddamn. Put on his heart. Goddamn, that BBL.
Oh man,
goddamn. And the Piggly Wiggly. And that Wiggly Piggly. No, let's get back to boxing, man. It's not a podcast, it's a broadcast with your broke ass. Hey, the best fight I've seen in the last 5 years was a women's fight. It was a women's fight. Amanda Serrano from New York versus Katie Taylor from Ireland.
Whoa.
And they put on a fucking banger, bro. If y'all haven't seen that shit, look at that shit and see what the fuck I mean, because that was wild. Me and Mr. Blueprint, Big Blue, we watched that fight. We did a reaction to that. And you could tell everything was organic, bro. Like, that shit was a great-ass fucking fight, bro. No bullshit. No bullshit. I will put that.
I'm trying to think, bro.
Think hard. You got 100 fights in the fight.
It's so many, dog. It's so many. Damn, last 5 years.
It's a lot, man. Caleb Plant, David Benavidez.
Yeah.
I would say.
I definitely can't say when I lost money. You know what I lost money on that motherfucking shit. I lost money on that Canelo fight too, nigga.
No, you lost a lot of money, Canelo.
I always lose money betting against Canelo, bro. I don't know why I keep doing that shit.
Now you know how Mexicans feel when they bet against Florida.
It's fucked up. It's so easy. I want to say Bud against Arrow, dog, but that obviously ain't the best fight in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the hype to it.
I give you that.
The hype to it, and then like it's to have the two undefeated like fighters at the height of their careers. Even though we could talk about whatever with Arrow. You know what I'm saying? But to fight each other and then to have it come out the way it did, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was to everybody's surprise, you know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
I don't know, man. It's hard.
Disrespected that boy.
That was crazy.
He beat the shit out of him, bro. Like, he beat his motherfucker.
I almost cried. And we came up in the amateurs with Arrow, too. Like, I've actually kicked it with Errol Spence at the POW in San Antonio, at the Nationals in Colorado Springs. Kicked it. Obviously because Tommy Hill. Shout out to Tommy Hill from here.
Tommy, that's his guy.
Mm-hmm. They're best friends. Louis Arias, they was always cool. But he was cool with Hakeem Rock. But I feel like the game right now, name dropping and shit. I don't like that shit. But I actually, you know what I'm saying, kick it with dog.
He kind of look like the game a little bit too.
Nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Damn game looking ass, nigga. Hated to love it, look.
Hated to love it. In that first video when he had the eye and shit. Whoa. The eye squinted, first like, nigga, fuck you.
What advice would y'all give the youngsters right now who just not coming into this sport, bro?
Just not coming in. Listen, if you trying to box, don't. I guess my best advice would be always train.
Yes.
Stay in shape.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I mean? Don't take, you know, if you ain't got no fights coming up, cool. You know what I'm saying? But still, stay in shape, man. Eat right. You know, it sounds like a cliche type shit, but like,
for real.
Stay in shape, eat right, dog. You know what I mean? And
take care of your body.
Just take care of your body, man. Always be ready. Just always be ready. You know what I mean?
Always be ready.
You never know when the opportunity gonna hit. You know what I mean? So,
especially in boxing, they try to throw fights at you, hoping you will lose. Like, you want to fight tomorrow? Like, what the fuck? But what I would say,
I swear to God.
You know what I mean? Like, swear to God, no bullshit.
No, you want to fight in Detroit next week?
It'll be against your friend and shit. Like, you want to fight in Japan against Ruben Harris? Like, what?
You want to fight in Detroit next week, nigga?
Flying together and shit. No, but I would say it's never enough. It's never enough. You know what I mean? No matter how good you are, it's never enough. Keep grinding. Keep on grinding. Keep on grinding. Boxing is a never-ending sport. You will never know it all. You know what I mean? Because I would say, now that I'm retired and everything like that, I think my biggest flaw was that I got to a point, and I even hate saying this shit, but I feel like I got good too fast. You know what I mean? And so I got comfortable in a sense.
And what, you kind of feel like you didn't train as hard as you could have?
No, I trained about 3 or 4 times a day.
Yeah, you trained like a motherfucker. You was aspiring motherfucker.
Yeah.
You was aspiring ass nigga.
And by the time I got to our gym, I done went to 2 gyms already. I done ran 5 miles already.
Shit was crazy. But
it just got to a point where I was just like, I got bored and I felt like I peaked out. And then I got injured. You know what I mean? So it was like, damn. Now I gotta have something to build up to again. But then at that point, it was just kind of like I'm having kids and shit. So I would just say, you know what I'm saying, it's never enough. Keep on grinding. Keep on training. Keep on doing it. You can get better. You can always get better. No matter how good you are, you can always get better.
Because you definitely going to have some kids out there with some exceptional talent.
Mm-hmm.
Exceptional hand speed. That's what, you know, especially in this, like, it seems like we always in this city come up with a kid somewhere who's got some, like, his reflexes are just great and his hand speed just come from God. But something fucks him up. Something, like, gets in there, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's smoking, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, women, baby, you know, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's real hard to keep, you know, that talent on track, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess, you know, that's one of the things too, man. You know, you got to have a good team around you. You got to have people around you that's, you know, ready to, like, tell you when you fucking up and not, you know, not just let you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot, man. You know what I mean? That's a real tough question, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Good, bro.
All right, man. Who is y'all personal favorite fighters, bro? Like, ever? Who the one made y'all fall in love with the sport?
Roy Jones Jr.
This nigga got their questions so good, he be smiling and shit. I like your smile when you asking questions and shit too. Like, no, it's a genuine, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a genuine look, bro. I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Roy Jones is always your nigga.
Yeah.
Roy Jones is your guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which he was my guy too.
And I loved it before then, but he was the one I was like, man, I gotta do this shit. He was the one I was like, I got you.
Where was that nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Marvelous.
I was gonna say, I knew it.
It's Marvelous Marvin Hagler, bro. You know,
I could have answered that for him.
That and Tyson, you know what I'm saying?
That was my era. That's the person I seen, like, made me, like, fall in love with watching boxing.
This nigga hate Tyson. You don't fuck with Tyson.
I love Tyson. I just think I love Ali. I think Ali is the face of boxing, like Jerry West is the face of basketball. He ain't the best, but he deserves to be in the front. But Mike Tyson, I think Mike Tyson.
What are we doing?
Mike Tyson is a little overrated.
God
Man, you can't do that to Ali, man. Cause Jerry West was like 1 for 11 and shit.
In the finals.
You can't do that to Ali.
Don't say the Jerry West.
You can't do that to Ali.
Duh, that's what I'm saying.
Below the belt.
Where's hit the button?
He can't do that
this
to them,
nigga crazy, duh. Like, absolutely not.
That nigga had to wait till niggas.
That nigga barely won anything. Hell yeah.
Hey, Ali lost to a nigga with only 7 fights.
Hey, but he was whooping ass at first, though.
I'm just saying, but no, and but my take on Tyson, I love Tyson. We all love Tyson. Tyson is one of my favorite boxers, but as far as my greatest boxer, he's not in my top 15, top 20.
Damn.
Because I think he.
Well, see, obviously, y'all know way more about boxing than I do. That's just the person.
Not at all. Tyson's my favorite heavyweight.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Tyson's my favorite heavyweight. No bullshit.
I think Joe Louis is the greatest heavyweight of all time.
I used to be excited, like knowing, like, okay, this ain't gonna last long. Like, what's a toxic fight growing up, bro? Like,
I used to have this motherfucking argument with people all the time, though. The Ali versus Tyson argument, dog. Like, I had it so many times. I studied so many Ali fights with like different people, like especially like with him and Ken Norton. Like low key, Ken Norton like beat Ali like 3 times. Like low key beat the shit. Like you know what I'm saying. Like and it's always that whole
Floyd would never. I'm sorry.
But hey, yo, listen, Tyson is just. It was my era, dog. It was my fucking, like, that was my guy. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm the same way, man. I knew he was going to destroy something. You know what I'm saying? I knew something was getting destroyed. But Roy my nigga, too, though. Like, Roy is my guy. When Roy lost, bro, like, that was some heartbreaking shit, bro.
That was one of, like, like, people say, like emotional damage, like certain shit in your life, you just gonna remember it. Like I was 2 years old when that shit happened. Like that's what I'm thinking.
I remember where the fuck forever. I was, dog. Like,
I was in the room on 20th and Hampton in the middle room, and I had a fucking TV that was like a TV VCR combo about like 12 inches, but I thought I was doing it big because the TV was like 30, but the screen was like 12.
You really remember that shit? Goddamn, I remember that.
I got home from working at Jewel Lasco. I got home from working at Jewel Lasco on Silver Spring in Green Bay. I walked home.
Real Milwaukee shit. That's before it was Pick and Save.
Yes, sir. And I got home. I went on SportsCenter, and the first thing it said, ESPN breaking news on the bottom thing. Roy Jones, 2nd round knockout. I'm like, he won, right? He won, right? It said he lost. I'm like,
I wish I could have called you, bro. I wish we would have known each other.
That would have been weird. He was like 40 years old, but I was like 16 and shit.
How old? 40? I don't think I was quite 40 at the time. I mean, it would have.
So you like Roy Jones? So you like Roy Jones?
Quite 40. I was headed there. Eventually.
Hey man, well shit. This the part of the interview, bro. Well, I say the camera's on y'all, man. Let everybody know the social medias, the shout outs. Shit, camera on y'all, man.
All right, man. This is Below the Belt Boxing and Broadcast, man, and you can follow us on YouTube. Help us get to 2,000 subscribers. We actually are on 2,000 subscribers. Actually, we just cracked it.
Shit.
Give it up for us, y'all. Give it up for us, y'all.
Shit, man.
And help us get to 5,000.
From Milwaukee, that's a lot.
For real. And catch us on Facebook under the same name, Instagram under the same name, TikTok under the same name, all podcast platforms under the same name. Man, just give us some love, man. We'll give it back and come to these fights in Milwaukee, man. We have a lot of talented fighters in or around the surrounding areas, man. Come watch a fight with us, man. Catch us on YouTube and watch a fight with us, man. We go live sometimes, man.
Well, yeah, if you follow us, you'll know when the fights are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always got, some type of post about when the fights are happening and shit like that. So, and you follow, like, Facebook, all that shit, you know what I mean? Instagram. We always posting about the fights.
We gonna post that shit.
Shit, my socials ain't shit, so I'm below the belt boxing. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You know
Hey, man,
I don't know how to do all that shit. I don't know the Twitter and shit.
You ain't twiddling your fingers. Hey, man, it's not a podcast.
I don't know how to do all that shit.
It's not a podcast. It's a broadcast.
See me on below the belt boxing.
With your broadcast.
All the ladies want to come holler at your boy and shit. Like, hey, below the belt boxing. Where y'all at?
Shit, man. I'm your woke caddy, Chris. Thank y'all for watching 7 Questions in a Session. Again, go shout out our sponsors, Billionaire Hemp Wraps, treat your lungs better. Spray 420, best cardio deodorizer out here. And 8 Off the Bone, men's and female oils. Come get you some so you can get you some. And the money for this is going to the right place, man. Help my nigga get some noodles and all type of shit like that. And man, we up out of here. Again, subscribe to the channel, man. Help me turn this hobby into a hustle. We up out of here. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm lucky lefty, right jab coming swiftly over the top of your left hand. Like, did you miss me? Stepped over your left foot like I was 50. I whoop your head, boy, trying to go against me. My right foot on the outside of your left. I'm about to line you up with less as I release my breath.